Hei og velkommen til ET-nyhetene. Nå skal dere få en liten oppdatering på flommen i Norge, klimatoppmøte og FNs klimapanel.
Og i de neste 10 minuttene det disse sakene du skal få se mer til.
I Norge har det vært ekstremt mye nedbør i de siste månedene, noe som får lokalbefolkningen til å flykte fra hjemmene sine.
De massive klimaendringene fører til at isbreene rundt om i verden smelter. Dette forårsaker store mengder med flom.
Nå over til Theodor som skal fortelle om nedbørsmengden som har ført til flommen som har vært i Norge de siste månedene.
Vestlandet ligger under vann, mens Østlandet bader i varme. De 3 siste døgnene har det kommet enorme mengder nedbør. Elevene har gått langt rundt elvebredder, hus revet bort, veier stengt og folk har måttet forlate hjemmet sitt. På toppen av våtstatistikken ligger Oppstveit i Sunnhordland, som har fått hele 332,2 mm regn på 3 døgn. Det nesten halvparten av alt regnet som kommer i Oslo i løpet av et helt år. Man må ta dette som en advarsel og ikke som en glede at det varmt. Klimastudier viser at det blir mer flom og skred. Dette vil også skje hyppigere i fremtiden. I 2050 kan klima- og gjennomsnittstemperaturen stige med hele 2 grader. Østlandet kan få opp til 40 varmegrader. Og vinteren vil bestå mest regn og sjelden snø.
Takk til Theodor og nå over til FNs klimapanel.
For noen dager siden var det klimatoppmøte der blant annet FN diskuterte energiforbruket i i-land og u-land.
Noen punkt som klimatoppmøtet kom fram til. Altså later som at det var et klimatoppmøte hvor vi plukker ut de viktigste punktene og har energiforbruket som det største punktet. Det viktig å ta omsyn til klimaet ved grunnleggende økonomiske beslutninger for å redusere forbruket av olje, gass og kull. Redusere støtte til bruk av fossil, energikilder og olje og gass.
Sørge for en sterk, varig og rettferdig internasjonal klimaavtale. Stanse avskogingen innen 2030. Gjenoppbygge minst 50 millioner hektar tapt eller skadd skog og styrke en overgang bort fra forurensende, kulldrevet energiproduksjon. Olje og
Now we will show you a video of how climate change works.
In this video, you will get a different information from the normal way.
The North Pole is one of the last unspoiled natural areas in the world. The climate changes cause the polar ice cap to melt in record time. This is a big problem because in addition to a big natural habitat of polar bears, the Arctic is also the air conditioning of our planet. The Arctic ice reflects sunlight and heat which is otherwise absorbed by the dark seawater. Without that air conditioning, the temperature on Earth rises and heat waves, hurricanes and heavy floods become an occurrence. The melting of the ice caps makes the Arctic accessible for oil companies to exploit the oil and gas reserve there, but they are not prepared for the weather conditions and risk an oil disaster in that unique region. Far away from civilization and in icy condition, cleaning up an oil spill is impossible. Russia, the United States, Canada, Iceland and the Scandinavian countries are the first ones to explore the resources under the ice. Large fleets of fishing boats and increasing adventure from the north are attracted by large fish populations under the ice. And an ice-free North Pole is also a shortcut for transport ships to and from the Far East. So, is it still possible to stop this madness? We believe so.
The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change is the leading international body for the assessment of climate change. The sea level will probably rise between 18 and 59 centimeters, and there is more than 90% possibility that heat waves and strong rainfalls will occur more often.
Here is our interview with the now chairing for the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, Rajendra Pachauri.
How many countries are there in the UN's climate panel?
It's a total of 195 countries.
Okay, and what's the shortening word for Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change?
It's IPCC.
When was it first established?
In 1988 by UN agencies, World Meteorological Organization and the UN Environment.
Okay, and How does the EPCC work?
Scientists have spent the last few years on a voluntary basis collating and summarizing for review climate science.
And what does the IPCC do?
It produces major assessment every 5-7 years. The last report got published in Paris in 2007.
What said the last report?
It says that scientists were 90% certain the humans were responsible for global warming.
Why was it created?
To prepare based on available scientific information, assessments on all aspects of climate changes and its impacts.
And now for some interesting facts about global warming. What
Okay.
happens when we emit greenhouse gases and get climate change?
That's a very good question, Thomas.
Thank you.
Global warming is the average temperature on Earth. The greenhouse effect is a natural process that makes it possible for humans to live on the Earth. The problem arises when we emit too much greenhouse gases. That's when we get anthropogenic climate change.
Global warming happens when there is an imbalance in the energy soil and atmosphere system is supplied and the energy system outputs. When energy accumulates in the soil and atmosphere system increase the temperature of the soil and the energy balance to be restored.
From 1880 to the present, the average was 0.85 warmer on Earth. We were at least 95%. The most of the warming we have seen is due to human activity. Our consumption of oil, coal and gas affect after the delicate balance of nature. This has consequences for people and nature in the world.
Climate change is serious and has already started. According to the researchers, the temperature will continue to increase dramatically even if we cut all emissions tomorrow. But if we act now, we can avoid the most serious consequences of climate change.
The effects of climate changes already appears in many places in the world. In many areas, the opportunities to produce food will be far more difficult. This is particularly true to the poorest, generally speaking. The Earth climate will become more extreme, where dry areas become drier, while wet areas will become wetter. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.